How we going, guys? Lowy here. Welcome back to another episode. It was an absolutely awesome bite this morning. Bait Junkie 3-inch prawn doing the damage. Anyway, I've got to go and wash this boat up. So kick back and enjoy the video. I did get here nice and early. I was going to have a bit of a dewy spin, but it was flogging down rain. So I sat in the car park for an hour and waited till it passed. Sun's coming up. Finally got a lure on the water. But I'm dry at least, so that's a start. Just down the Hunter River. Gonna have a flick today around the harbour and the river. See how we go. There's a bite. Oh, missed him. Well, it was a good start and a bite straight away. Didn't end up in a fish, but that's as many bites as I had in the last 5-hour session here. Very promising. Not so promising I didn't set the hooks, but good that I got a bite. Right, let's get stuck into this fishing. Hopefully put some on the deck. There's a bite. Wow, this thing's tiny. Tiny, tiny. Absolutely tiny flathead there to kick things off. Probably one of the smallest fish I've caught ever for a first fish. What a ripper. But we'll get it back in the water. Hopefully it grows to be a meatery. Off the donut with the smallest fish possible. Sure, the first bite wasn't that small. It felt a lot better. Take the good with the bad. Fish is a fish, especially your first fish getting off the mark. You don't want to be stuck on a donut for too long. Onwards and upwards, I think. Oh, there's a big bite. There we go. It's a better fish. Didn't take too long. Very next cast. Just back that drag off a little bit in case it's a big flatty. Definitely feels like a flathead. Although my guesses aren't always very good. There's definitely some weight there. Yeah, nice flatty. Real nice flathead. It's got the Bait Junkie prawn right down its gob. I can't go too hard on it, otherwise it'll probably bust me off. You don't want to pull too hard on the fish, you just want to let the rod do the job. Works like a shock absorber, so every time the fish lunges, the rod tip just absorbs the impact. And once the tip's maxed out, the drag kicks in. So once you've got it all set up right, you don't have to do too much. The fish just get tired and they just pretty much just, you guide them into the net, and that's it. Well, a much bigger fish this one than the last one, that's for sure. But happy to get this fella on board, well, this girl I should say. Absolutely gorgeous flatty. Second fish, and it's an absolute cracker. Righto, let's get this beautiful flatty back in the water so we can live to fight another day, give someone else the satisfaction of catching it. Well, we had to do a bit of a retie, but we're ready to go back out there. For one tiny fish, one cracker. Great start to the morning. 2 fish in 2 casts. You tighten that drag up a little bit. You always got to remember little things like that, because after you get a picture with them, measure them, release them, sometimes you forget to tighten your drag back up. You don't want to throw out and then get whacked by a big fish and not be able to set the hook because the drag's too loose. So always try and remember the little things. We had to retie as well then, so there was a lot going on. But we're back in the water now. Hopefully get a couple more fish. A couple more of that quality would be good. That was a beautiful flathead. Everyone off to work. I must say I'd probably rather be fishing than driving to work. Although I am pretty lucky that my work is taking people fishing. Doesn't get any better than that. Living the dream, as they would say. Oh, here we go. We're on again. Oh, he's off. There's so many different retrieves you can do with different lures. There's no right or wrong. There's just catching them or not catching them. I mean, you can do something completely different to someone else and still catch fish. There's not one specific way to do things. That's what's good about fishing. Especially when you fish with other people. They can be doing something completely different to what you are, catching the same amount of fish. You just never know on the day what the fish are going to want. That's the thing. Do they want a fast retrieve, slow, single hop, double hop? There's a bite. You kind of just got to try and work it out on the fly. It feels like another flatty. Yeah, you just work it out as you go. This one doesn't feel too bad either. The rod tip's going crazy. I can feel it gnawing away at the leader. Feels horrible. With graphite rods and braided line, you can feel it rubbing on the fish's teeth. You can feel it when they're wrapped up. It's pretty crazy how far technology's come. It's a good thing, but helps you catch more, enjoy the day more. I don't know how this fish is wrapped or hooked or anything. It feels like it's hooked okay, and then other times I can feel that rasping on the line. The tip's acting up a bit weird too. Be interesting to see. Hopefully it's just hooked normal in the mouth, but I don't know. It has slapped the line a few times. Hopefully get a look at it. What have we got here? Flatty? Beautiful flathead. He's got the yabby prawn right at the side of the mouth, so it is hitting the leader a little bit. I think this one's bigger than the last one. I've got a 16-pound leader on, so I've got a little bit of protection. It's not like it's 8 or anything, but you still can't horse them in. You still got to take your time with them, especially big ones like this. And you can see he's got that lure down his mouth. Been working away on the leader. That's an absolute beaut. Well, that's an absolute ripping flathead, this one. They're only getting bigger. Oh, this is a slob. Just on the bait junkie, 3-inch prawn in the yabby colour. One of my favourites, that one. Righto, let's get this big girl back in. Bit of weight in this fish. Very healthy condition. Nice big healthy flathead. Beautiful breeder. Beautiful markings on it. There's two prominent white spots on its back. What do you reckon, big girl? You happy enough? Gotta love watching them swim off. Just awesome. Just as good as catching them. Righto. Let's get that lure back out there. Probably another retie, and then we'll get back into it. The old faithful yabby colour comes through again. Fix that drag up. How funny is that? One tiny flatty and two absolute donkeys. That's awesome. Cracking start. I'd say it'll all be downhill soon, but I've got a couple of nice fish, so the day's half made. Now if I can just pick up some numbers, I'll be happy. Wouldn't mind seeing if I could catch a little dewy or something. That's always fun. I'll try a few different places to get one, but you just never know. They might not be about, they might not be hungry where I'm fishing. As long as I enjoy it, that's all that matters. Catching a couple of big flatties, that's always enjoyable. It's been a pretty consistent lure, the 3-inch bait junkie prawn. Especially in the estuaries, it's their staple food, a prawn. So it's not like it's something they're not used to eating. Just that little darting action seems irresistible for them. The yabby colour also seems to work quite well, as do a lot of the other colours. Got another fish on it. Not sure what it is, but it's another fish. What will this one be? There's a little bit of weight. I wouldn't say there's as much weight as the others, but it's not a small fish. It's acting up a little bit. Rod tip's bouncing a bit faster than it normally would for a flatty, but you never know. What do we got? Little dewy. Well, I asked for a little dewy, and there we go, we've got one. An absolutely beautiful looking fish. Right guys, another one to the tally, little dewy, absolutely gorgeous fish. I love these things, they're my favourite. Righto, let's get this little tacker back in the water. You ready, mate? Get out of here. It's definitely nice to get a couple on the board early. Some good fish in there, and a small dewy. Been sitting in the car park in the rain waiting. Oh, you never know, I might have caught a nice dewy this morning if I had the chance. But I wasn't willing to go out there and get wet straight away. That's a rough hour and a half. Not a good way to start your session. Just getting flogged by rain. So I think I made the right call. I'm nice and dry and I've got a couple of good fish. So good times. It's nice and overcast. Might get a solid bite window, you never know. Righto guys, first light period is over. The bite's completely stopped. It's always good to be on the water early. The first light period to me is always the best time to fish. I'm going to head up the river. Oh, had something going on. I'm going to head up the river, see if we can find a few fish there. So hang about and get this show on the road, get this boat moving. I made it the new spot. I'm going to keep the yabby on. It's been working well so far. The sun is a little bit higher now. It's a little bit brighter. But I'll persist with it. It's been working good. No point taking it off just yet. I don't mind it in clear water, dirty water. It's pretty versatile. We'll put in some casts. I'll probably spend 15 here. If I don't get anything, I'll go further up the river. Have a look up there, and if that's no good, I'll go down the harbour, maybe fish the bridge for a bit, then try some wharf pylons all around at Dyke Point, something like that. Well, I've probably put 10 casts in here. I only had the one small bite, so I'm probably going to move on. It's not too promising. There's not a whole lot on the sounder either. There's really no point staying. The sounder's not telling me anything good, and there's no bites, there's no bait movement either. There's absolutely nothing happening at all, so I don't waste too long here. Like I said, it's all about your gut feel sometimes. So I'll have one more cast, I'll head further up the river, give that a look, and make another call from there. A bit further up the river now. We'll give here a shot. The wind's probably not too favourable, but we'll give it a go. We can always go back down into the harbour. That was the plan. This is probably as far up the river I'll go. If I don't get anything here, I'll be straight back down in the harbour. But I'll give this 20 minutes up here. I've got a couple of spots I can fish on the way back. We'll try them, hope for the best, see how we go. Hooked up right as a couple of jets go past overhead. Nice and loud, good timing. What do we got? A nice brim. There we go, nice chunky brim on the bait junkie prawn. Like I said, such a versatile lure, catches everything. Right, let's get this big sucker back in the water. Another good fish. Right, you big beast, off you go. Now I've hooked something small, very small. Feisty, probably another brim. Brim or a flatty? No, a little flatty. The crazy head shakes going on. Right, another little flatty. Definitely wanted that prawn all the way down his gob. That'll be a retie, which is okay. Oh, don't get me. He's trying to spike me. Hopefully he doesn't. I don't need that anytime. So yeah, mate. Righto, retie, back at it. Another bite. What is this? It's silver. Is that a Luderick? It's a funny fight. It's definitely weird. Might be a blackfish. Yeah, it's a blackfish. Absolute tank of a blackfish as well. Well, a bit of a surprise catch on the plastic. Nice healthy Luderick. Good size too on the yabby prawn. Righto, let's get this beast out of here, get it back in the water. Righto, off you go. Righto, time for a change of battery, I think, in the GoPro. It's getting low. And we'll get back out there, try and catch a couple of fish. Well, it was definitely worth the run up the river a little bit. Got a couple more nice fish. Surprise Luderick, good size one too. So a nice brim, nice blackfish. It's all happening. Still hoping to get a little schoolie or something like that. We'll have to wait and see if that's going to happen. Well, I've got to go and get this snag off. Tide's fair hooking along at the moment. So I'm just drifting back with it with the electric. Just hopping the lure along the bottom as I go. There's a bite. Oh, he's off. Damn it. That had a bit of weight to it. He's back on. Yeah, that's probably a flathead. If he's got back on it. I don't know how well it's hooked. Hopefully good enough. No idea on the size because we've got a raging current. I don't think it's as big as the earlier models, but decent. Yeah, that's a nice fish. I'll grab the net. It's a lot easier in this current to try and just net them. He doesn't want to come in. Come on, mate, you're gonna get let go. You're not gonna be dinner. What a crappy net job that is. It's hard on your own sometimes in the current. Still a nice flatty. Just not as big as the other ones, but a good fish. Another solid flathead. The jets are doing a fair few laps today. Geez, they're loud, I'll give you the tip. Anyway, another nice fish. Again, bait junkie prawn, yabby colour doing the deed. We'll get it back in the water, try and get another couple of fish. On another fish. Not overly big. What do we got? It's been a pretty mixed bag today. I'd say with the weight it just feels like a flathead, but you can't be sure. Yeah, nice fish. Another nice one. Get this net. There she goes. Unreal. Another beauty, 57 centimetres. They've absolutely been on fire this morning, the flathead. Good fish too. All fallen victim to that 3-inch prawn. Good healthy fish. Let's get it back in the water and swim off and fight again. Thanks for coming, buddy. With the amount of current flow I got here, it's pretty easy to revive them. They've got heaps of water flowing through their gills. Off you go. There we go, right under the boat, this one. Feel him shaking his head like crazy down there. Oh, gnawing up the leader too. Alright, let him out. Unreal. Alright, another one in. Another nice flathead. The fish just keep rolling in. That'll be another keeper. They've been absolutely on fire today. Alright, let's get this sucker back in the water so we can kick on. What do you reckon, mate? Ready to go? Yep. Well, plenty of action further up the river. I'm going to head down the harbour now, see if I can pick up a few fish there. Not that they're not biting here, but just something different, mix it up a bit. So I'll meet you guys down at the harbour. Righto, we've made it into the harbour. Come straight into a bit of a fracas up here. We've got a sea eagle on the tower and a seagull who definitely doesn't want him to be there. So that seagull's probably got a nest somewhere. He's been quite vocal. Well, no bites on the vibe. So I'm just going to go back to the prawn. There's a bite. Oh, missed him. I've had about 4 bites, just his cast. 5. But they're just tiny. Water's still pretty filthy. Getting to the bottom of the low. Keep my eye on that boat. Was epic early this morning, so no complaints. I still like casting, it's good fun. I think I'll go to the bridge after this, have a fish there, see me out. This has got about 1 more in it before I give up. Not one single bite. That's all part of it, but you got to try a few different places, see if there's any fish holding anywhere. Well, I've been trying plenty of spots and there's not much happening at all. So I'll run through the combo I've been using today. It's just a TD black wild weasel, 2 to 6 kilo on a Certate 2500. It's got 15-pound J-braid expedition on it with a 16-pound leader. It's quite thin for 15 pound, like really thin. So you don't really notice that the line's quite heavy. Does the job on all sorts of fish, small and big. And that's the lure today that's done all the damage. 3-inch bait junkie prawn in yabby. Absolute ripper of a lure, that thing. Catches everything. Gets plenty of fish in the river, in the lake, it doesn't really matter. Same as water clarity, it just seems to work. Anyway, might go and have a cast at the bridge, fish out the bottom of the tide and see what happens. I'm going to try and back it in just so I can jump up onto the step there. Shouldn't be too bad. hold of the way there with that. And we should be good to jump in. Look at that. Can't even give me boots a bit of a wash. They got a bit dirty there. You at least think we'd be able to pick up a flatty, but they've gone real quiet. This morning they were on the chill, and at the moment, no action whatsoever. Well, the bite's definitely slowed up since this morning, so I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching this episode. Remember, if you like the content, don't forget to subscribe. It's free, and I'll see you guys on the next one.